guys, super excited about today's episode. So, I have a client of mine who's had this old church pew just collecting dust in her garage for who knows how long. Either way, she loves the piece and wants to incorporate it into her modern farmhouse. So, let's go check it out. Oh my God, I am so excited about this. There are so many ideas running through my head. I'm gonna take it back to the shop and I'm gonna get started. Well guys, we just made it back to the shop and did a full assessment of the church pew. Come to find out, on the very back of it is a patent number dating all the way back to 1888. Also, the church pew is made out entirely of oak, has a couple gouges and a couple scrapes, but we're going to worry about that later. First and foremost, the number one thing that you do when you start any restoration project is you get it cleaned up and you strip it. So, let's get started. First things first, when beginning the stripping process, you want to make sure that you're wearing old clothes. There is a very high probability that this might get on you and it will ruin whatever you're wearing. Secondly, also make sure that you're wearing your personal protective equipment. You do not want this getting in your eyes and you sure don't want it getting on your arms. So, let's go ahead and get our gloves on. And a quick tip that I found out on large pieces of furniture, especially one like this, is to split it up in sections whenever you're doing stripping. So, we have stuff in our pan, and I have it sectioned off, so we are gonna do this top part right here. We're gonna get a nice even coat on our brush, and whenever you start top, head towards the bottom, and you wanna always apply in one direction. Don't be afraid to go a little thick. This piece in particular, we're very, very lucky because it will come off quite easily after the stripper has set. Come look closely now, so you can already start to see it take off the finish. This is a great product. You can get it at Lowe's. I've tried a lot of strippers from Lowe's and this one is now my personal favorite. But we're just gonna keep on adding in one line all the way down. Then you walk away for 15 minutes and let it do its magic. So now that we have the bulk of the finish off, the next step in this process is to go over and give it a very thorough scrubbing. I have two different scuff pads here right now. I have a medium and then I also have an extra fine. The reason why I have two different scuff pads is, as you can see, there are certain parts on the pew where the finish came off just great, but other parts not so much. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is give it a nice dip, and this is the medium, and start scrubbing. All right, guys, I have a lot of work to do, and the best way that I get through this process is to turn up some really loud music and get to work. Now we've reached the point in our project where we are trying to preserve the patent number on the back of the church pew. We are not going to be using the chemical stripper because it is way too aggressive. Instead, the alternative method is to get a Q-tip and also some denatured alcohol. And we're just going to gently rub around it. I'm actually not going to go on top of it because I do not want it to disappear. And it's almost to the point where I think it's good enough to leave. And then after that, we're going to continue with the chemical stripper very carefully and scrub afterwards. Okay, so step 1 is done. We're all stripped down and scrubbed up and ready to go for the next step in our process. So for the next episode, please stay tuned. We're going to be going over surface preparation. Also, we'll be doing some repairs on the pew. Please continue to follow me on social media and drop me a line if you have any questions or comments. See you soon.